Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review to you here, and this is the DC collectibles, I believe. General's Man of Steel, General Zod. So let's just take a look at this figure right off the bat. I like how he has that little scar on the side of his head. The details in the face sculpt is pretty decent. You have the sculpting within his uniform, very Man of Steel-esque. It was an okay movie. I mean, it wasn't the Superman movie I was expecting, really. You know what? I have to be honest, kind of brutally honest. I didn't really like it. I didn't really like the Man of Steel movie. Anyway, you got the detail on his back. You see the Kryptonian designer. Now, I will give the movie that, the Kryptonian design and all of that, of the uniforms, even Superman uniform. It wasn't bad. It was kind of a darker bluish color for Superman's uniform, and Zod's uniform actually wasn't bad either. I actually kind of like that symbol, in there and everything. It looked like, I guess, because they obviously used the same body mold for this figure as they did for the Man of Steel Superman, so it looked like a cape is supposed to like kind of connect through this little part here, but yeah, so kind of a basic figure, but it does have some cool designing in there, and you could see, a little bit of that added detail right there. So anyway, for articulation, head can move all the way around 360. Can't really look up. Could look down about that much. Arms go all the way out. Probably this one could go up a little higher. Goes out about that much. Full 360 range. Upper bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow. Wrist rotation. No hinge. Well, slight, but 360 wrist rotation. A full 360 waist swivel. Legs go out about that much for the splits. Leg goes back about that much. It kicks forward about that much. An upper thigh cut. Single jointed knee, because it's not gonna bend into a double joint. Single jointed knee. Is it a lower calf cut? No. Hinge in the boot, up, down, about that much, and that's your basic articulation for this guy. So my thoughts for this guy, I think it's a pretty good figure. I don't really know what made me get this figure, because I already have my classics DC Universe Zod, and that's really basically my preferable Zod figure to have. But I don't know. I saw this figure dirt cheap on eBay, so I was like, sure, why not? Just pick them up, and add them to my collection. I'd probably say it's a pretty solid figure. Kind of basic, but sometimes less is good. Sometimes figures try to do too much, and it doesn't really ring true enough. So I think that this is a pretty good figure. I like that they took certain liberties, to try. I don't want to say go the extra mile, but they went good enough. The detail in his uniform is pretty good, pretty spot on from what I remember from the movie. I haven't seen the movie recently, but I did see it like a couple of times. But I think the design of him is pretty good. I think the face sculpt is pretty good too. He has that 5 o'clock shadow going on, and so did the Man of Steel, Henry Cavill, as well. He had that 5 o'clock shadow on the beard going on. So I see a lot of similarities between this figure and the Man of Steel figure. I don't have the Man of Steel figure anymore, though. Unfortunately. But when I did have that figure, I actually did like it quite a bit. I can't remember if I reviewed that figure or not. I might have, but I can't really remember. But uh, the movie I didn't really like much. I did like the action though. That much I could say about the film. I think that the action was good. Um, yeah, I mean that's about it. I mean, story wise, we all know how Zack Snyder is. It was just a complete mess, story wise. But visually, the movie was very appealing. Uh, so that's all I could pretty much say about that. Uh, this figure resembles the actor. I won't say it looked like. I think that is his name, Michael Shannon. That might be his name. I can't remember really, but I think he resembles the actor. Just like I think the Man of Steel Superman Henry Cavill version resembled him. Doesn't look like them exactly, but some resemblance there. I do like that they gave him that scar on the side of his face like he had in the film. So they took some pretty good measures. So it's a pretty solid figure for me. So this has been my review for the DC Collectibles Man of Steel General Zod, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I'm at 90 subscribers now, which is wow. That really means a lot to me. I'm not a big time reviewer, but I do this in my spare time, and I enjoy doing it. So thank you guys for subscribing, and for those of you who hit that like button, I appreciate that as well. So I still got a lot more to go. I've been doing more of the DC side for this month, but I gotta switch back over to Marvel, because Marvel Legends is killing me, man. But they're making some great figures. But anyway, so next time, guys, see ya.